want everyone to know this with objective clarity from me. I understand many people have varying different opinions about various different things, and a lot of people get contentious about their disagreements and oftentimes get to really stupid levels in terms of disagreements. I hold the conspiracy theory that if I disagree with you, I could talk to you about it, and then I could go my separate way. I could understand your point, and you could understand mine. And out of all the opinions that exist in the world, I think the one that creates some of the most hostility, not all of it, but some of it, is abortion. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't care at this point. I support a woman's right to choose. Go ahead and do what you want. Yes, there are consequences for having coitus and doing all that kinky love touching and trying to get very vivacious with your body mixing with another body. I understand that there are condoms. I understand that there are vasectomies. There is getting your tubes tied. There is the pill for the women and maybe one day for the men. There are all these things that could help you statistically prevent having a child. But people on this earth are going to do whatever they want, and by now, everyone understands the consequence. By now, everyone gets the gist that if you have coitus with another person, there's a potential for an STD, there's a potential for a little bit of that herpes, there's a potential for a baby, or even worse, all of the above. And people are going to do what they want with their bodies. And yes, there are laws in states that say no, 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 but that's not stopping somebody from going somewhere else and getting it. So at this point, everybody's just having their conversations and they're going to do what they choose to do. I can't stop a living soul. All I could do is control what I do with my semen, and that's spread it on a bed sheet. However, I'm seeing this video go viral of women talking to each other. And the woman in the very good-looking blue dress is the one who's creating the conversation, talking about abortion, talking about if it's good or bad, and all of these things. And I believe, now I don't know this, she's against abortion, given the subject matter of the video. And this woman is just a casual onlooker who was interviewed for questioning. And I want you to watch in very full detail how you don't have conversations with people who disagree with you.
It's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
Now, I'm not seeing anything here that constitutes getting a two-piece to your eye. I'm not seeing anything here that constitutes the picture you see of this woman being bloodied up. I can disagree with either one of these women, and I don't have to throw my hands up. I can disagree with either one of these women, and I don't have to do a karate kick. And I saw, for some reason on Twitter, people saying, well, what do you think's gonna happen when you call somebody a baby killer?
Bro, I know y'all saw that interview with that black conservative reporter catching that two-piece with no biscuit. I don't know why y'all mad about it. She put words in her mouth, so she put her fist in hers. See, what y'all not gonna do is go and play in people's faces with this bullshit about what you did. You got some people that's got the nerve to go and say, well, it's sad people can't have a conversation anymore. Look, the thing is, we tried the conversational route. People try the conversational route all the time. But if you're going to go and put words in somebody's mouth, you can't be mad if they put their fist in yours. Better ass won't be doing that shit no more. And the thing is, I don't condone violence at all. I'm not a fan of it. Hate fighting. But
public plea to the nation. Can we stop saying I don't condone this or I don't want to say that and then following it up with the word but? Because, sir, what I'm about to hear from you after you say that and what you've already stated means you condone violence. It's just the violence that you favor. You're not some omnipotent being that hates seeing fights. You love it when it's somebody getting punched on that you either don't like or they say something you disagree with. Just stop this random performative shit. You like violence and it's perfectly okay. Stand on your accepting of violence, not this pandering bullshit.
The thing is, there are some people who words alone will not reach. And if you're dead ass about to go sit there and seriously try to go and use my words for content, and not even my words, you try to put words in my mouth and then use it for content and say they were mine, then you're going to pay for them adequately. talking about let's talk this out. Well, mama said knock you out. Man, that had to be catharsis by proxy because I felt a sense of relief after that hit. That reporter thought she was slick putting words in her mouth, and the old girl backed up and was like, Falcon Punch! Someone needs to get the Falcon Punch soundbite from Smash Brothers and put it to that video, and then have the game as if it's like a Smash Brothers win pop up after that.
And it's that stupid ass mindset right there that leaves a lot of people put in jail, because online people really do love the comfort of saying something about something else, knowing full well they wouldn't do it, because in their mind somewhere they know that they're probably gonna go to jail. And it's that level of comfort that people have that makes me say you're all fucking stupid, because nothing that woman did warrants getting punched. All she said was, hey, I didn't vote for this. I'm not someone who voted for killing babies. That doesn't warrant getting punched. And when this woman eventually ends up getting detained and arrested by the cops, all you motherfuckers that'll sit up there and say, well, that's what you get for saying these words, you're not gonna do nothing. You're just gonna sit there and say, oh, shucks, and move on to the next thing. But this woman is a very interesting individual because she put all that fervor behind that punch. She put all the energy behind that because I guess in her mind, how dare you sit there and say that about me and people who voted for the things that I voted for? But you could look at it another way. That this woman in the blue, you know, the one who was just asking questions and being a street interviewer, because, you know, street interviews with cameras present are the most offensive things on the planet. You could understand that she was provoked into being violent. The woman who socked a pro-life reporter in the face during a filmed interview offered an apology Saturday, but claimed her antagonistic victim goaded her into violence. Brianna Rivers, terrible name, of the Bronx, terrible place to live with that name, admitted she was wrong for slugging Savannah Craven Anteo, a reporter for pro-life advocacy group Live Action. To Savannah, I sincerely apologize, but cannot sit around and allow you to continue pushing this one-sided narrative. I understand hands being put on someone is never the answer, which immediately ends this conversation right there, but throwing rocks and hiding hands is worse. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll have to wait for the full video to come out. But I don't think I saw a rock being thrown anywhere. But you know what? Let's humor it. Let's watch it again.
It's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and
Now, I'm not the one who admitted to killing babies in foster care, which, you know, I don't know why anyone would have a problem with foster care. I'm not saying that's her stance or either one of their stances, but, you know, foster care is good when you have a bunch of people who just do the bump and grind and wait 9 months to pop out a baby and throw it away. But, you know, I'm not seeing any rocks. Where are the rocks? Is it the words? Are you offended by the words? Because, you know, if somebody was holding a microphone up to my face and, you know, they just say, hey, I'm not the one who voted for ketchup to be in the pantry. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna raise my eyebrow and I'm gonna just walk away. Like, that's all I gotta do. And then the conversation's over. Now, if you follow me, I'm gonna be a little bit concerned because why are you following me? But, you know, I'm not gonna start swinging on anybody. But let's keep reading. She knows the truth and she needs to release the footage in its entirety. Savannah is a professional antagonist, not a reporter, and the truth will be told. Rivers shared a note accusing Craven of intentionally antagonizing her during the Man on the Street interview in Harlem, in which Craven Antio repeatedly cut the pro-choice Rivers off while she spoke. Now, cutting people off while they're speaking is disrespectful, but it doesn't warrant being punched. Rivers also accused Craven Antio of editing the footage to remove what she called relentless antagonization and the moments leading up to the sucker punch. Now, maybe editing has become so pristine, but you know what? Let's watch it one more time.
It's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one.
You know, having a child is a great ordeal, you know. A human is growing in your body. And I understand because I know a couple pregnant women. I've never gotten any woman pregnant though. But I understand that, you know, that is an ordeal that only, I believe, the strongest women could actually overcome and go through. And it could be a wonderful or horrible experience depending on health concerns. But I'm not seeing an edit here.
One who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
I'm not seeing an edit. I don't see an edit. Like, I'm struggling. Like, where's the edit? I would not allow my image to be defamed by this woman's actions. Anyone who knows me knows how respectful I am. I don't even litter. You litter. There's no way you believe I'm punching people for disagreeing with my POV. Craven reported the incident to the police and admitted to provoking Rivers, authorities said. Rivers had not been arrested as of Saturday afternoon. The two butted heads during a conversation on the street. Blase, blase, blase. I need a platform to share my side of the events. She has 7 million views making me out to be a child-killing monster when she knows the truth. She railroaded me into all of this. She needs to release the unedited footage with her relentless antagonization on a subject that is very touchy. I would not allow my image to be defamed. We just read all that. And you know, I'm interested. I'm interested to see like the full thing because you know, that is an interesting thought to this because getting a teaser for this kind of muddies the waters just a little bit in terms of my sympathy for you. However, when I'm sitting here seeing what's being presented at the time, and I'm not seeing anything else.
It's very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of having a child.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm saying.
That's really.
In my head, you could just walk away. Like, it's clear you're being antagonized. She admitted to it. She can't dispute it. And no one who's like going to be a fan of her can dispute like the levels of antagonization here. Still not gonna be on your side with the punching. Cause you got her bloodied up. And apparently she went to get stitches.
Yeah, the dress that she wore, I missed it.
Look to the right. No, she's not them.
She's big. She's tall.
And she had worn a light brown coat.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm looking. This girl.
3-2 body light dog. Can you call your light function? I'm rolling for the post, the body light post. Yeah, for 1 minute. Disregard. 10-4. Quality 1 from here, 4. Disregard quality 2.
This is gonna be a video for sure. My goodness.
It's right. Yeah, 1 block.
She said she lived in the Bronx, so I don't think that she would have gone in a building somewhere.
How do you know her?
I don't know her. She was a stranger on the street, and I asked her if she wanted to do an interview for my YouTube channel. And she said, yeah, she was very nice when she walked up. She complimented my dress, and then things escalated very quickly.
I'm at the 39 Miss 470 Lennox. 470 Lennox 133134 refusing to pay for a taxi ride, no weapons, no injury.
So I'm having a hard time understanding how you want me to be on your side even just a little bit.
For a woman who didn't want the baby in the first place, that doesn't make sense to me. Don't ever sit here and lock yourself down with a man who already told you he doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't.
I agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with you either. I understand.
You don't get to.
I still don't get this. What is this yap session? What did I do? Like, damn, I didn't do nothing to you. I just put it in you.
Kill the baby just because their dad didn't want them. Should we kill the kids in foster care?
Why not? Why not? If that's the case.
Now look, 0 to about 30 to 3 million. Too fast. What do you mean kill the kids in foster care? They're already alive, madam. They're already here. And you wanted me to watch this uninterrupted? And you think you look normal? We can't kill the kids that's already here. That's murder.
We should kill the kids in foster care that aren't wanted.
Who's gonna take care of them? I need
Hopefully the foster care unit. What the fuck?
to know the percentage of people who take children from foster care and abuse them and molest them, who make them like personal slaves.
We should just kill them.
I mean, you know, we did just have one example of adults taking children and making them slaves. Cool, but I don't think the alternative should be to just kill all the kids in foster care. That's nuts.
Before you come to me talking about pro-life,
We should kill the victims of molestation.
I think, what does this have to do with molestation?
You just mentioned people molesting children. We should kill the kids in foster care is what you said.
What I'm saying is in general, overall. If I don't want to have a baby, I should have the choice to.
Just don't have sex then. Just don't have sex.
That's not even logical.
It is.
Who are you, Nancy?
It is logical. You could just not have sex. I know you curvaceous women are temptresses with them beautiful bodies that y'all got. I know y'all women love them trapezius muscled men, but yeah, you can resist the urge to latch onto another human being and just bow, bow, bow all day. Like, you can resist that urge.
You do. Okay. It does, because even as teens, people explore. And it's like, as funny as you want to be, people should still have the choice.
So you went from saying that my outfit was really cute to saying I'm an effing idiot. That's so mean.
But I think that your point of view is very obstructed, and I think that you just don't understand the magnitude of...
Her view is obstructed. She just asked you if you should kill the kids in foster care, and you said yes. Like, put a gun to my head and tell me which side I'm going with. I'm going with the girl in the blue dress, because the other option is just not what I'm going for.
Having a child...
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who admitted they would be okay with killing babies in foster.
And also, tell them put a condom on. And if you don't put a condom on, don't have sex with them. Like, you can stop that right there. And if you try to get frisky, start throwing hands.
Care and killing children that have been abused.
That's not the point. What I'm
That's
saying...
really...
So look, we have now explored the full video in and of itself. And here's what I'm going to say with objective clarity. The fat one is the dumb one. From her stances and not really standing on them to the point where she's cool with killing alive children in foster care, to getting mad that her point isn't being agreed or understood upon, to where she starts swinging. So, madam, I know, like, you want the platform to speak your mind clearly and fluently without anyone hopefully interrupting you, but you look so bad here. You look bad to the nines. And I get it. You're still gonna have your stances about abortion and sex, and the last one, which is weird, which is killing babies, but don't put your hands on nobody. Like, I'm pretty sure people are going to disagree with my stance on abortion, which is me being perfectly cool with it. Do whatever you choose to do with your body. Understand before you lay down and have coitus with somebody the risk and the potential of you getting a baby put in you before you do it, because yes, you can just not have sex. What you mean to tell me you get so horny you just jump on the first piece of pussy you see or the first piece of dick you see? That's a crime, and you'll go to jail for that. But you could disagree with me. I'm not about to reach through the phone and choke you out over that. I'm going to just say, cool, I love to hear your stance, and I'll hear your stance, and I'll understand it. I'm not about to sit here and be passive aggressive. I'm just be like, cool, and we going to go our separate ways from there. That is what normal people do. That is what normal people do in conversation and in disagreement. But because I live in a world where motherfuckers watch this shit as entertainment and they watch people get super chats from it, they think it's gotta be a fucking bloodbath. They think they could just say some obscene shit and walk away with it without being criticized. And the answer to that is no. Never. No dice, no compadre, no 2 + 2 = 4. That's just fucking stupid. And I would just like to say this to wrap this all up. I recommend everyone follow the word of the Bible, because the Bible clearly says, thou shalt rap it before thou tap it.